So things are starting to get really exciting around here. The most exciting thing is that spring is going to be here in a couple of days, and I cannot wait. And then another really exciting thing is that we have got our spring setup started. We worked really hard over the weekend to start getting things set up, and so here in a minute I'll show you what all we've got done. But first, I've got to get the goat milked. Since Nutmeg lost both of her kids, we haven't been able to do kid share like we normally do. Kid share is when you basically separate the mama and the babies once the babies get a little older, and then you milk mom first thing in the morning, and then you turn her out with the babies, and then she's with them the rest of the time. And then that way, if for some reason you can't milk or something like that, it will at least keep her milk supply up. And since she has no babies on her right now, it's been really challenging to keep the milking schedule going. Basically, we've just been milking her one time a day. Her supplies went down quite a bit. But for the most part, it just kind of works better for us to milk one time a day. Today's the first day that I'm actually going to save the milk and try to drink it, because normally I like to wait several weeks after they have them just to get their hormone level, you know, back to normal and that kind of thing, because sometimes the milk just kind of has an offish flavor in the beginning. And then also we treated her with antibiotic there for a few days, and so we want to make sure all of that was off her system. So we're going to see how it goes. I prefer to milk into a jar versus using a milk pail. It goes a little bit slower, but that way the opening's smaller, and I find that less dirt falls into the milk. And also, that way once I get the jar full, I can just immediately stick it down into the ice water and it can immediately start chilling. There you go, Nutmeg. Oh, you got some cuteness there. Hey, little girl.
She's way less heavy than him. He's more heavy. Hi.
She's just a little cute cuddle bug, isn't she?
She is. He's my little baby. That's what he is.
So now that the goat chores are done, we are going to show you what all we've done to, as Miley just said, unwinter fry everything.
It's not like you said unwinter fry.
Our homestead is officially unwinterified, and we are as happy as we can be. So the first thing we did is we got those chicks out of the house, because let me tell you, they needed to get out. We cleaned out the coop, and we got them all in here. Unfortunately, we lost a few more layers, so we don't have but just a handful of layers, and the rest are our meat birds, and we did even lose one meat bird. So I think this week we're going to have to make a trip to the old feed store and get a few more chicks. So the next thing that happened is Brooke removed all of the hay bales from around the rabbit coop and Have them piled here, ready to go on the garden as mulch. And over here in the bunny barn, we got some cuteness going on. But Brooke did a deep cleaning of all of the cages, and she took out all of the heated water bottles and put back in their regular water bottles. And then we got Bumbleston and her littles moved out here. And it's so nice to have them out of Miley's room, let me tell you. But aren't they just so cute? The littles got to the point where they weren't staying in the cage in Miley's room and they were escaping, and she had little bunnies running everywhere in there. And over here we have Holly, and she's due to have her littles in a couple of days. And over here, as you can see, she's been making her nest, getting ready for the big event. Back there, I don't know if you can see it back there in the corner, there's a little hole back there that she's made a little nest in. What we do here, as you can see, we have all the cages lined up here, and every day we open a new cage, and those bunnies get to run around for the day.
So, basically, today, these are going to be out. Yesterday, Max was out. So, I think tomorrow Max will come out again.
He will.
Theodore. And then it goes back to the little ones.
Oh, okay.
So, Bumbleston does not get to go out with her babies.
Not quite yet, because her babies are just a little bit too little yet.
Yeah.
So fun to watch them running around, being all crazy.
It is.
As you can see, we have our turkeys moved out here now. Several months ago when we had Ollie, we were having trouble with him staying in his pasture. And since we had the turkeys moved up there, we kind of stole some of our cattle panels to patch his pasture to keep him in. And so we haven't had a chance to get that fixed back yet. And so we temporarily put this panel in right here until we have more time to put the panels back. I want to add to their run a little bit, so I'm wanting to buy some more panels. So that's another reason why we waited before we fixed it, because we didn't want to put it all back and then have to undo it and then do it again. So anyway, they are just kind of in a temporary setup for the moment. But I think they are a little bit happier having a change. And it's just nice to have them back out here again where they belong. So here in a couple of weeks, we are going to be getting our pigs. We were supposed to get them this last weekend, but the people that we were getting them from wanted to wait a couple of weeks to let them grow a little bit to make sure that they'd do good. And I was like, woo, because we are not ready for them, and we actually need a couple of weeks to get ready for them. So sometime within the next couple weeks, Miley will be getting her pigs for 4-H.
Yep.
And you'll be out here every day doing pig chores. Won't that just be fun?
I like coming out here. It's just the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
When they become thick.
So now that our chores are done, we are going to grab the milk real quick and head into the house and get it strained and see how it tastes. Now to see how the first goat milk of the season tastes. Really good. It's one more thing that can be just scratched right off the old shopping list. So now we're going to hurry up and go ahead and get lunch fixed and eaten, because this afternoon we are going to get some seeds planted. The problem is I don't quite have the seeds yet, but they should be here in today's mail. So after lunch, we're going to get the mail, we're going to get our seeds, and we're going to go out there in the greenhouse and we are going to start planting, and I cannot wait. I'm going to go ahead and make a separate video on that, so I'll probably go ahead and wrap up the video for today. And so be sure to check in a couple of days after this one is up to see what all seeds we got and what all we planted. Thanks for watching.